coming up in Centre Circle, former schoolboy standout explains his reasons to give up football. KASAFA say they will not bow to JFF request of a new zone. And the former national youth player Cornel Learmond says the JFF needs a new direction. Former Glenmuir High standout Cornel Learmond was touted to be the next big thing to come out of Jamaica. He was earmarked as a future reggae boy, and everything was looking good when he was called up to the senior squad, but it was about that time when his eyes were opened up to other things.
Actually, what made me decide to go to college really, the year when Jamaica played against Ghana and England, I was always a part of the setup, and after the final squad was called, I didn't make the cut, so I just decided, college, and then from that, I never got called up again. I've been doing well in college, still scoring goals, MVP, winning championships in college, player of the week, offensive players of the week, and all of that stuff, but I just never got that call back again. So I just decided, just graduate from college, earn my degree, and just move on from there. When you come from, based on your background, you always want to, see what the next best option is. Not necessarily choose one over the other. Soccer, football is always my first passion. That's something that I love to do, but at the same time, you have to think about, what happened after soccer as well. So I guess that was one of the things that, I made a decision. Other stuff as well also influenced that decision. After college, I had a son, so I had someone else to think about. So it just wasn't just me. So with all of that into play, when leaving college in 2010, injuries after injuries, one just have to make that decision.
And while in the States, he took the time to better himself academically after being enrolled at Lindsey Wilson College.
It's one of those schools that you go to, the coaching staff, they make sure that, you're well equipped with everything you need. So the experience there was really good. Scoring a lot of goals, as I said before, winning a championship as well. So that is something I can always talk about. So, it was a good experience at Lindsey Wilson.
Learmond did have his eyes on playing professional football, even in the US Major League.
When certain things in life happen, just don't question it. You just always stay positive and hope for the best. It didn't work out in terms of going to the major leagues or anything like that. There were opportunities, as we were discussing before, in regards to Rochester Rhinos, Charlotte Eagles, the Colorado Rapids. I also had an opportunity to go to Germany. But with that opportunity, I decided not to go. Again, I had to think about my son when it comes on to that. I also had an opportunity to go to Canada. That didn't work out as well. So in everything you do, you have to think about the people it's going to affect that is a part of your life. I've always thought about, playing in the big leagues. 2009, I was a junior in college, and I think that year I got hurt in preseason, came back after the season, and I was one of the top 3 in the nation in scoring, for half of the season. So, it worked out well. It's like a Cinderella story, really. You're coming off an injury and you help your team to win a national championship. You're always thinking about the next level, even though you're a junior in college. But I never got that call to go to the next level in terms of the draft or anything like that. Ligament issues with my ankles in college, broken toe and all of that, back problems and all of that. So those didn't help me at all. I always give my best everywhere I go, but with those type of injuries, then you just have to hope for the best, really.
But instead, it was his countryman Sean Francis who was also at Lindsey Wilson College, that was picked up by the MLS.
When the draft was going on, I was actually watching the draft in the dorm room, and you know, Sean was away on vacation. I think it was December of that year, and I'm gonna be honest, I was hoping I would hear my name or see my name somewhere, but I didn't see it. And when I actually saw Sean's name in the supplementary draft, I mean, I felt really good, because with me and him from the national setup to college, when he went there, it wasn't easy for him. He actually redshirted his first year, so it was a little bit different when it comes on to experience-wise. So with him getting drafted, that was very good. I was very happy for him.
So with football out of the picture, it meant a 9 to 5 was the best option.
I actually work with Kaiser University right now on the admissions department. So if you are looking to come to college in the US, just give me a call. Working as admissions right now, enrolling students into school, you know, speak with students daily about the importance of school and, you know, how it's going to benefit them in the long run and so forth like that. Before that, I actually went back to Lindsey Wilson in 2015 as an assistant coach. I went back there for a season, and it was a pretty good experience, you know, being on the other side of it. But right now it's just admissions, and I'm actually working on a master's degree. So hopefully, you know, the next 8 courses, I'll be able to say yes, I have a master's in sports management.